God, my timing is just fantastic as I try to make a live stream here, and then I get this. And again, this is a big thanks to Sean who does freaking everything. Gives me all the news. He fills me in. I mean, I'm gonna get into what I was gonna get into in a minute, but we'll just read through this quick, and maybe I'll post this as a news video. But TV show in the works for HBO Max. I have seen we've got this covered before. I don't know if there anything though. Okay, the MonsterVerse might only be 3 movies old, but the entire future of the shared universe could hinge on the success or failure of Godzilla vs. Kong. This is a bunch of garbage. The franchise has already ranked 1.5 billion at the box office, but Godzilla King of the Monsters was greeted with a tepid response from both fans and critics. And if my mic sounds like shit, please tell me because I changed the sensitivity. I have the filter on now. If it sounds like shit, let me know. Fans and critics would become the lowest grossing installment yet by over 140 million. Adam Wingard's epic Monster Mash has already been delayed several times after poor first test screening saw Legendary order extensive reshoots. I don't know the validity of that. I've covered that on this channel a little bit. I still don't know if that was actually true. If the reshoots were because of bad test screening, due to pushback once again because of coronavirus. Yeah, May 2021. Okay, you know what? I know about this bullshit. I'm skipping all of this. Okay, the studio are considering a live-action Godzilla series that will be set in the same universe. Huh? Okay. According to our intel, Warner Brothers are keen on to rely on recognizable brands in order to sell the streaming service. Makes sense. That would, I mean, that would get a lot of people to get the service if they did that. Um, thanks to the mic. Also, apparently, this movie has the greatest test screen. My voice sounds super deep. Is that like unnaturally? Like, is it broken? Whatever. Yeah, but it did. Yeah, but because it did also have great test screenings. So I don't know. Um, they want brands which buy multiple based off DC characters and Harry Potter. They're running to development. They see Godzilla as another marketable uh, franchise. Well, you know what? Whatever. Um, no de- Okay, okay. This is great though. There's no further details available at the moment for what would be the character's first ever live action TV show. Yes, it would be a big draw to the platform. I agree. uh, okay, that's funny. According to our intel, well, thanks. Uh, that's all you have for us. God, for those of you just coming, this is what I'm talking about. All right, I can fuck with the mic. Let me make sure I know what I'm doing. Oh my God, there we go. Is that better? It wasn't even set right. All right, it was at the wrong setting. Whoops. Um. Anyway, yep, that's that, I guess. So if that comes to fruition, then great. Um, Still waiting for that Kong TV show, but that's not gonna. We all know that's not gonna happen because Stacy title is ALS, so that's not happening. Anyway, uh, back to what I was going to do is why is my camera doing that? Whatever. It's a stupid fucking thing. I was gonna discuss the plot. Now this is what me and Sean did together. And I've been getting a couple of comments recently on that Act One prediction that I did. People asking me to do more. So I figured I'll just kind of read through it today. Some other shit happening. apparently Junkie XL said he's a Godzilla fan, and because of that, that was newsworthy. I guess the only little bit of news is that he asked for like fuck what like an eight okay Sean like an 8 inch or no sorry 8 foot bass drum, I guess, to do the Faroe Island drum thing as a reference. I think that's what they were getting at, but it's kind of newsworthy, but it's not a big like Godzilla movies. On the Twitter, they were like the soundtrack revealed. Like that's not the soundtrack revealed, you morons. That's just a little cool little news article. Give me a minute, Sean. And what else was there? Shit. There was something else. No, that was it. Oh, new poster. Yeah, new banner. Whatever. Kong winning. I'll be cool with it. You know, I'll be cool with Godzilla winning. I don't really have a preference. I don't care. Yeah, these earbuds were my microphone in the beginning. That's why it sounded like shit. Probably. Okay, let me get Sean in on this shit. All right. So we're gonna read through this plot. Maybe once I get Sean in here, we can like go back and forth. Now, please don't fucking change again when I do this. Now these are connected. Did I change my mic? No, we're all good. All right. Sick. Speaker is still there. Good. That's all good. Yeah. Just gonna read through this shit. Move this over here. I'll bring Sean in. He's muted, but that's okay. I want to be able to see the chat. Post-credit scene, Ghidorah, King Ghidorah regrow. Yeah. Nope. Not gonna happen. Or I really hope it doesn't.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
All right, guess what? Daddy's home, cake every night. Guess who's back, bitches?
I had some comments recently on my Act 1 video, like, can you do a full plot thing? Like, what happened to Act 2? So we did the stream when we did it. If you're now, we can like read it. Yes.
Oh, cool. Sounds like fun. All right. Yeah, because like we made that whole like plot synopsis thing. What was it? Like we were on a because we had that stream like before you did your big move to your dorm, so that was fun to do.
That was the last one I did. Actually, it was like the day before I left. So.
Yeah, that was a good time. See if I can find the link to that Google Doc because I know I had it.
Opinion on Godzilla vs Kong commercial. What?
Oh no, they're talking about the one where it's the fan made one with the beans. I thought the animation was quite good though.
It was awesome. The comments, they said it took them like a year or something to do or something like that.
Okay. No, why can't I find?
Where did you? With you.
I know. I'm trying to find the doc.
Let me just get the link.
Yeah. So if I remember, why can't I find where the doc was? I thought we sent it in like your Twitter at least.
Look at the private chat and StreamYard.
Okay. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go.
I was thinking maybe we could I could read Act 1, you could read the Act 2, I could read Act 3 or whatever, something like that.
All right, just give me a second. I'm just trying to pull this thing all up together.
Anonymous manatee. Oh, that's funny. Everyone's dropping. We're not even in the good shit yet. What the hell?
What's dropping? Oh, is it because I showed up? That's right. This is what happened. Hang on. I'm going to send a link. Hang on one second. I'm trying to pull this up. What's your opinion about Godzilla vs. Kong? All right, hang on. I'm going to share this video. Let everyone know. Hey, everyone, I'm live right now.
Oh, 5 people now. There you go. There's some. We're getting some mojo now.
Yeah. Yeah, we had fun. That was fun the other day.
It was. Um.
Like the Batman and Robin one. Oh. So if anyone hasn't checked it out, you guys should totally go to watch our Batman and Robin watch through. Completely destroyed Kaiju Network by the end of the movie.
It sucked.
It's amazing though. It's so funny. Like it's so stupid.
Oh my god, that's what's been happening.
What?
Oh, things have been lighting up on my background because it's been trying to do the green screen. Oh, that's. Oh, maybe my camera will look better now. Damn.
Yeah. Looks like I'm about to hit 1,400 subs. Sweet.
My watch hours keep going up.
Yeah, like the video I did, I got like 2,000 watch hours in like a day, which was pretty crazy. Or 2,000 watch minutes or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, yes, I will do a reaction to the trailer when it comes out, which is probably not soon. Maybe that'll be our Christmas gift.
Yeah, I hope so. Fuck, I want something.
I mean, we waited this long at this point. Like it's whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, I was going through some like kind of like I'm really just kind of going through like kind of that phase where I'm just like, I want something. Like give me something. It's like I feel like so deprived, like I'm not getting anything. So
well, now the movie's gonna have like a blue ball problem where if it's not good, then this
you know what?
nothing.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Look, here's one thing that's a guarantee. We're gonna have some good action and some great music.
Well, at the very least, we're gonna see some images that are iconic and fun.
Right. So I think the movie, like, because I know they had like apparent test screenings that went very well and people were excited. Even Wingard kind of posted about that. So on his Instagram, basically confirming that they did do a test screening and it did go over pretty well. So it's going to be kind of like it's going to be a fun popcorn flick. And you know what? Sometimes I just want to have a really fun time. Like I'm not looking for anything like super duper serious. I know the Godzilla series can be like super meaningful with a lot of the movies, but some of them are just there to have fun. Like, I mean, there's a large variety in tone and style throughout this franchise. I mean, it's been going on for over 60 plus years, and like it just varies from movie to movie. And it's really crazy to see like how far this thing has gone, but yet like each movie still kind of brings something new and different. And there's still so many new ways you can do Godzilla. It's pretty much the longest running franchise, I want to say. Unless you count like adaptations of like Dracula or something, but I'm just saying it's
about that.
Right. Like there's some good ones out there, but there's some really shitty Dracula movies.
I want to get started with this. I don't care how many people are watching. People are going to watch back.
Okay. Right. Let me. Where did I put that link? I have so many tabs open right now. I need a bigger screen. I need like a split screen.
Get a monitor.
Yeah, I need to have the docking station. I need to get a docking station and all that. But okay, let's I mean, I got the dock pulled up right here, so.
All right, cool. So everybody, this is what we came up with, and maybe we can read through it and then we could discuss it afterwards. Maybe we make a bunch of changes. Maybe we think something sounds stupid. Who knows? So, cool opening credits as always.
Yeah, MonsterVerse is going to be.
I will say that. King of the Monsters did that backwards where they did the end credits. It's pretty cool. Either way is fine, but really, people want to get hyped for this shit. So I think the opening credits are going to be really
yeah, because like 2014 opened right away with the credits. Kong Skull Island had kind of that pre-title credits, and then like after Kong first shows up, and then poof. But we're going to have I think it's going to definitely open up on like a cool like crazy action scene for sure. I think it's got to have like a really big opening. I think it's going to start with Kong.
Ready? I'll make this easier for everybody.
God, why is my stupid microphone sounding?
Here we go. Act 1. So, cool opening. So we wrote a little bit of background in a Monarch, which they kind of discussed a little bit of the background of Hollow Earth to be explored. So we put in that as well. That we would have some glimpses of that. Some stuff with Kong, obviously it's his return, so people might need to get a little refreshed with him. Again, nothing too like extensive. It's a credit sequence, so just kind of brief. And maybe some Apex stuff here and there, but I put that as a question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just edit these. Everybody. Figure nobody. I'm not going to show my screen because I don't want people reading ahead because that would kind of ruin it. But I want them to have visual. All right. So
I love it. Okay, then keep your secrets.
I can read comments later. We will discuss later, probably. Okay. And I also added in maybe some history of the MonsterVerse just in general, that as like a theme for it. Because
Yeah.
this is, it would serve as a good finale. Not saying it is, but maybe it's best to treat it like that because they don't know.
Mhm.
And then Ghidorah's call could be an opening scene, or it could be something in the credits. I kind of want it to be a scene, but I feel like they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like because King of the Monsters is going to play a big factor into this movie, like because it's the lead-in.
Yep. So the aftermath of Godzilla 2 is obviously going to be present here. Godzilla kind of ruling and on top of everything, sort of the end credits stuff that we saw in the last movie, kind of just like shown a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
like show us around the world, show us everything going on. And then we see Monarch occupying Skull Island. They're building a mech. So this stuff is all part of that end credits shit. Do you think this movie mentioned the comics? No, I don't. Okay, I already said that. Okay, Hollow Earth creatures keep appearing on the island. Kong has to like deal with them because there's some shit going on in the Hollow Earth. So they're all coming up, and Kong's like, "What the hell's going on?" So Skarsgård and Gonzalez are sent on a mission to Skull Island to help, whatever's going on there
Mm-hmm.
at the mech site. Then their plane gets shot down by Apex. Skarsgård is taken by Apex. Gonzalez leaves, and I think when we talked about this, we mentioned that like Skarsgård probably has like some skill that they need. Like he's good at something. I don't know. Like
Right, because he said he worked closely with Kong, if I remember, like in an interview he said.
right.
So I think maybe he's kind of like somebody who's there to kind of communicate with him, which would be kind of an interesting thing because Kong, if you respect Kong, Kong will respect you.
Right.
That's kind of
I
the
was
way he
also
is.
thinking like if they were gonna use him somehow to like because if they want to take over Mechagodzilla, they're gonna need like, hey, can you calm down Kong so he doesn't try to like destroy everything? Maybe, who knows? Um, I kind of just assumed Gonzalez would just be like all like look dead, so they're like, oh, fuck that bitch. Uh,
I think she's going to
and
show up
then
more throughout the movie. She's got to play more of a factor. Like I don't know, it's going to be it's crazy to see because it's like we're getting these two like different worlds kind of coming together. Um, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. We got kind of the Kong crew and then the Godzilla crew meeting up. You know what? I kind of see this one. 20 like King of the Monsters. I guess kind of comparing it to the MCU is kind of like the movie Thor leading into the Avengers. How like it was kind of like one of the big keys to like the Avengers plot because like obviously in the first Thor movie they had like the Tesseract, they had Loki, they had all kind of the mythical stuff set up with Asgard and in space and stuff, and then that kind of leads into the first Avengers movie. So I feel like this one's going to kind of be in the vein of that, where King of the Monsters kind of be the equivalent of that, where they kind of introduced a bit more of the mystical elements. You have the whole Ghidorah plot line playing a factor into it, but you also have other things factoring into it. So I kind of see kind of that if I'm just kind of comparing both universes a bit, if that makes sense.
actually, I'll make this a little easier for y'all.
Do you think we mentioned the comics? Yeah, maybe.
There you go.
There we go. That's
It's a little easier for everybody. Maybe.
Can I edit?
Um,
Or
hey, don't touch anything. Oh, damn
all
it.
right.
All right. So Gonzalez, because she's not taken by Apex. She goes to tell the rest of Monarch that Apex is they took Skarsgård. They're trying to infiltrate the mech base. Mechagodzilla is taken off the island, cake every night. Oh, that's funny. Disturbances felt in the Hollow Earth, which we mentioned earlier, because for some reason there's some kind of disturbance and things have been coming up like crazy. So Kong's kind of fighting it, but Godzilla notices it because it's big enough. So he's like, I
Mm-hmm.
gotta get down there. Um, so he's kind of going to the Hollow Earth. Shen, Russell, and the rest of them come to Skull Island. They kind of follow Godzilla. Um,
Right.
Like they sort of did in the last movie, where they're kind of like just chilling with him. I see the same thing happening.
I can kind of see. I'm thinking maybe Mark might even get kidnapped because he's the creator of the Orca, and they want to
I
use
would
his
like to see
technology.
that recycled though.
Well, I think it's got to play a factor for sure to an extent. Just the technology, because that's the call of the Titans. Like they utilize their bioacoustics in order. Like the Orca was such a huge factor in getting the Titans into warfare. That's one of the most dangerous weapons on the planet if misused properly. So like because he was the expert on all this stuff in the previous film, like he just seemed to know like how to solve every single problem. Um, he's got to play a factor in it. I don't think he won't have as big a role in this one, but he definitely will play a factor since he was the lead in the previous film. I think he's probably going to die too. That's just me.
We'll see. Godzilla arrives on the island. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely going to arrive. When Kong and him. Do you think the aircraft carrier that's going to be the first aircraft carrier fight? I think so.
This is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Kong, who's pissed enough off anyway because of all the Hollow shit going on, he meets Godzilla on the shore on the aircraft carrier.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Oh, whoops. I got to scroll that over a little more. A brief battle, goddammit, ensues. Godzilla knocks Kong out. Not like a total like defeat, like you're dead, but he wins the fight, is what I'm saying. So Kong's kind of knocked out. Godzilla's like, screw that guy. But like he puts up a fight though. Kong puts up, so Godzilla has to like really deal with it. So it's not like he tosses him aside, but he takes care of him. I say brief, but I want it to be, sort of long. Not like a few blows, but something. But he knocks him out. He goes to explore the whoops, sorry.
You know what I just thought too? Because the previous film, the Orca was destroyed. So it's kind of be like the equivalent to like if Serizawa was still alive. Because remember how the original 1954 film Serizawa like destroyed his notes and everything on the oxygen destroyer, so nobody could get him to make one. Well, I think maybe that'll kind of be like we're going to kind of see the plot line if he didn't necessarily destroy all that research because, or off himself, because Mark probably has all the prototype and information on the Orca and knows how to build it, so he's going to be forced to make one.
True.
So I think that'll be kind of interesting. It's kind of like exploring a what if scenario of like what if the oxygen destroyer was never what if Serizawa was still alive after the oxygen destroyer, because everyone's going to want to use it as a weapon instead of use it for the good.
Yep. What was I getting at? So Godzilla explores a Hollow Earth opening, and he sees Nozuki, and they battle. Nozuki retreats. Godzilla dips the island. He gets out of there. I don't know if I have Nozuki come back in the script or in this little thing or not. I don't even remember what I wrote, honestly. But
yeah, I'm trying to remember this. I'm like, oh,
the way that now that I'm thinking about it, I think maybe he doesn't. Maybe he does kill it. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But he beats it. He takes care of it. Nozuki was causing. He assumed the Hollow Earth shit, so he just kind of moves on. Is what I think. I don't really care what that is. Oh, there we go. Oh god, and okay, that's good. That's Act 1.
Wow, I mean that's a pretty dope Act 1. I'm not, if I do say so myself.
If you have the document, you can read these points, and I can kind of scroll as you're going. Anything you want to say? Could read some comments first before you move.
Yeah, let's read some comments. Round 1, Godzilla wins. I think Godzilla wins round 1. I think Kong, they'll probably fight 3 times. I think Kong will kind of get the advantage once he gets his axe from the Hollow Earth, but then ultimately, I think Godzilla will still kind of beat him, and then I think they'll get interrupted by maybe Mechagodzilla possibly. Okay, so Act 2, what else do we got? Because in the very near future, they're going to be making Legendary Godzilla movie in the future. Yeah, I don't think Godzilla's going to get killed off. I don't think Kong will die either. I think both of them are going to live in this movie. But I think what might happen is Godzilla will... well, we'll get to that when we get to Act 3. So we'll go ahead and start Act 2 with what we did last time. I'm kind of forgetting how a lot of this went, but it was fun to just kind of come up with a plot line on the fly. But so Act 2 opens up with Monarch exploring the Hollow Earth. That was kind of the big thing that they were going to talk about in the previous film, because there's all this crazy seismic activity. So Kong awakens after pretty much getting like the ass beating of his life at the hands of Godzilla. At least that's what I'm thinking, because he's gonna be facing Godzilla on or near water. On land, he's got the agility angle, but if he gets in the water, he's done for.
Yeah.
Kong having lightning powers. I don't think he's going to get it. Like, I thought of a scenario where he could get him if they utilize Ghidorah's DNA, but I also think that maybe his axe could be kind of like his Mjolnir, and he just kind of wields it and like lightning strikes it or something. I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, so Kong awakens, follows Monarch into the Hollow Earth. They find the ruins of titans and civilizations. I think this is where Kong is going to find his axe, which, because humans and titans lived in coexistence, I feel like humans would have built him this legendary weapon. Maybe he finds like this underground throne room with the Kong species kind of sitting in the chair, like having the axe. I think that'd be like both ridiculous and both really kind of awesome. Like, it's just kind of like it was his destiny, like his King Arthur moment where he has to get his legendary weapon to fight Godzilla. But Godzilla's gonna be pissed off in this movie. He's gonna be very pissed off because like he was keeping things in balance, but like, you know, obviously Apex is manipulating the Titans into warfare, and he's trying to maintain balance and keep things in check because he was keeping things in check, and then something else happened, and Kong was just kind of getting his way. And because Kong is like his own type of guy, right? Like he's not somebody who submits. If Kong would have submitted to Godzilla, you probably wouldn't have like the movie that we have today, because Kong's like, no, I ain't taking your shit. Get the hell off my island. And he's kind of thrown into this conflict too, because he basically has no choice now. So Kong finds it in this temple with a skeleton of another Kongas. Godzilla goes around the world defeating the Titans that keep rising from. Oh yeah, because didn't we say Mechagodzilla is kind of going from site to site and just kind of getting the Titans to rise or something? I don't know.
I think I wrote that here.
Oh god, I forgot so much about this. So we learned
rising from Mechagodzilla. Yep.
We learned that Apex is actually underworld people who wants to cause hell on the overworld. That was one of our ideas, which was pretty cool.
Just kind of an extension of the Hollow Earth the truth of the Hollow Earth thing that they were talking about.
Right, that would have been that'd be a crazy twist too. Like, we've actually been in people living in the Hollow Earth. So what else do we say? Mecha G makes his way to the ultimate Hollow Earth opening in Hong Kong. Oh god, I'm forgetting like exactly how we put this together. Mecha G drives Godzilla and Kong together on the same path for a second battle, and Kong brings the axe. And that's kind of, I think Act 2 was exploring the Hollow Earth, and we got Godzilla and Kong.
Even though that's a brief point, that first point, I feel like that will take up most of the plot of this.
Right, I think that's going to be it, where we kind of learn like more of the secrets of the Titans and their species. Maybe perhaps they were created by humans or something like that. I don't know. There's so many possibilities they can go with. Will Mecha King Ghidorah be in Godzilla vs. Kong? I think there's a possibility in a way, because if they utilize Kevin's head and fuse it as kind of like a power source into Mecha Godzilla to kind of keep him going, because we saw that like King Ghidorah was kind of like this renewable energy source that could just kind of drain energy from the environment and kind of like power it up. So I think that's possible that they put like Ghidorah's head in there, but maybe it starts to regrow back and kind of form kind of like this Mecha Godzilla Ghidorah hybrid thing. So in a way you kind of get your Mecha King Ghidorah, because it's like a fusion of both Mecha Godzilla and Ghidorah.
Yeah. Let me look at some comments. There's a bunch of shit I didn't see. Okay, never mind. That's not smooth. Let me get back to this banner. Yeah, and by the way, after this, we can talk about ideas. We can try to fix this if we want. Who knows? I'm open to anything. It's fun to talk about.
Yeah.
All right. Act 3. Oh, it's my turn. Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. The final act. I think this is the longest one, but whatever. Okay. Oh, holy shit. Oh, look, we didn't even do bullet points for this.
Right, we just kind of like, this is like pretty much just kind of going from like where we left off.
Let me just, there we go. Now we can all read it.
All right.
Godzilla and Kong fight. Godzilla almost kills Kong, but doesn't, because we see Kong is trying to protect innocent people from the collateral damage. Godzilla sees this and stops. Mechagodzilla shows up at this point because he has become sentient due to Ghidorah's DNA. There we go. There's something. Then they have their team-up fight. Again, I'm not endorsing that, but that's my prediction. Then, in a crazy twist, Ghidorah starts to regenerate out of Mechagodzilla and become the Mechagodzilla King Ghidorah hybrid monster. We're not calling him Mecha King Ghidorah, but it is kind of. Apex loses control, and
They die horrible deaths. Oh, I remember that too, because they were like inside, like, what's going on here? And then they just get horrifically murdered.
It's a lot of Godzilla versus Megalon seeping its way into this.
Yeah, yeah.
Underground people and their death and all that. The ultimate sacrifice from Godzilla. That's right. That's right. We said he saves the day 84 style, basically by taking Mechagodzilla into this giant Hollow Earth opening.
Right.
The main one that we talked about. So we talked about having this main opening, and then Godzilla is like, screw it. He takes the Mecha King Ghidorah thingy down the big hole. Kong tries to save him, but he can't. And after Godzilla, after Godzilla falls, the ultimate Titan rise.
To set up the next movie, and then the final out of the movie, it's time to destroy all monsters.
And then post credits scene, aliens, Gamera.
Gamera roar. Again, these are just kind of like ideas we were throwing out there in the last stream. If Godzilla or Kong submit to each other, one of them will live and one will win, right? Well, yeah, whoever's submitting is the loser, but Godzilla sure as hell ain't ever going to submit to anyone. And neither will Kong, because they're both really stubborn. Like, they're both really stubborn. So, like, if they get along, they could be like, they could do so much good if they work together. But I think that's going to kind of be like carry over into the next film. I don't think the MonsterVerse is ending. There's no way they just want to end it here. They want to keep making more and making money. And we did see that concept art. Yeah, the rumored TV show from We Got This Covered, or We Aren't Reliable, as I like to call them. But you know what? I always thought, I think a lot of us have talked about like the idea of a MonsterVerse TV show. And I think that's a cool idea.
Obviously, there are some kind of holes in our plot because we don't really talk about a lot of the human story, like how they're involved in this. But from what Wynyard said in interviews from like probably 2 years ago, he basically said that the human characters kind of have emotional connections to Godzilla and Kong, and that the fight affects them. So we might end up seeing the whole like, who do we want to win? Is it better if this one wins? How do we stop them from fighting? Or they'll be like on the ground, I assume.
Yeah, but we also have to factor in that Serizawa's sacrifice has to have meaning and carry weight over into the next film. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done it like that. And Mike Doherty still kind of worked on the script a bit for this movie. And a lot of the themes are carrying over, which one of the biggest themes is Serizawa's sacrifice. That has to have weight. That still has to carry meaning over into the next film. Now, what do you think the role of Madison and her friend is going to be? I feel like they're going to get caught up in the adventure a bit. Like maybe they're studying the Titans.
One of them's Team Godzilla, one's Team Kong.
Yeah, I think it's possible. What if he was like one of the like, maybe he's like a student who was like family is from like, I don't know, maybe the island, Skull Island or something.
Yeah, he's an Iwi. How about that?
Well, in Skull Island, Birth of Kong, some of the Iwis were talking. They did speak English now.
Yeah, so some of them probably got out.
Yeah, maybe he's a transfer student who knows all about the Titans. So
that would be really cool if he was an Iwi and Madison's like, yeah, but I saw Godzilla save the day, and he's like, no, but Kong is the man.
Right, then you have that like conflict amongst both of them, because she did say she's going to have to choose
the audience too, because
right, because you can't just favor with this movie. You can't just be super biased towards either one. You kind of have to have a good balance and like, okay, well, understand like where each Titan is kind of like understandably in the right, but like there's still something holding them both back. Because Kong will definitely carry a lot of the sympathy because of like he's more human like in his qualities. But Godzilla he's fucking Godzilla. He's 100 times cooler. And like he did so much already for the world. Like he is like the ancient protector of the planet. Like he took out Ghidorah. Like he saved the Earth. Like that still has to carry some meaning. He can't just go full. I don't think he'll go full villain per se. Like he's definitely going to cause some destruction. He's definitely going to be irritated this movie. That's for sure. He's going to like kind of snap a bit, but we'll just kind of wait and see. It's tricky because you got to have like a good balance between both of them. The
Yeah,
novelizations.
that'll be cool for the audience too, because if they see like the characters in the movie like not sure who to root for, and they're in that position too, it's like, okay.
I think
makes
Kyle
sense.
Chandler will definitely root for Godzilla this time around because he definitely like earned like they understood each other. Like that was kind of his whole journey with it was kind of about like forgiveness and learning coexistence. That was just the whole role that was basically the kind of
the army, Godzilla saving Kong, returning him home. Godzilla and Kong best brothers, maybe.
yeah. Okay, so David Brown mentioned I didn't read the novelization, but Serizawa has a son.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I didn't know about that either. I'll have to check out the novelization though. I never bothered to read them. But you know what? That's actually kind of cool though. Maybe that's what that. If we look at the cast, it said. I think that'll be kind of neat to see Serizawa's son in there.
Okay, here it is. Wikizilla. Ren. He has a son, Ren. The character never appears in person. Okay. Let's see if he's of any.
Wait, there is somebody in the cast. It's this guy named Shun Uguri. Yep, that's got to be Serizawa's son. I'm calling it right now. Shun Agori. He's going to play Serizawa's son. I'm calling it right now. There you go. Serizawa's son. He's going to work right with Mark Russell.
Where'd you see him on the cast list?
He's in the cast list. You can look at you can even look at the Wikipedia.
I'm looking at IMDb.
Okay, his director's first time. He will make his Hollywood debut in Godzilla vs. Kong. He's also a voice actor in Full Metal Alchemist. I can't. The quality's pretty low, but yeah, actually, that's yeah. I guess he'll be his son. I'm going to call it right now. That's going to be Serizawa's son.
That'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Sonar operator, military. These are always fun to read. There's a yacht party scene, so we know that's a thing. So
okay, I'm excited for Kong to like destroy a yacht or like Mechagodzilla blows one up.
Honestly, I kind of want a classic Godzilla comes out of the water and like just wrecks the boat.
Fisherman, Eve Pilot. Yeah, let's. They're gonna be in a bar at some point. Okay. Mean Girl number 2. Okay, so that's high school drama. That's got to be high school.
We're gonna have to change our plot. We need a yacht scene. How about on the way to Skull Island?
Admiral,
runs into a yacht.
Dr. Chen's assistant, Monarch's guard, Monarch board member, refugee. Okay, party goer. Okay, we're gonna have a party scene. That's for sure on this yacht. Refugee. Okay, so refugees. Okay.
Thug.
Tourists, young technician, school kid, Apex Armed Guard. Yeah, so I never even bothered looking at the cast.
Apex name drop.
Yeah, a lot of Apex name drops. Shopper, bar patron. A lot of people.
Technician. Look at that. Oh.
Yeah, I'm excited for like rival organizations within this universe. I think that's just a cool idea. It kind of expands it and builds it out. It kind of adds to the lore and mystery of this universe. I mean, we're gonna also have to wait too for those graphic novels that are supposed to come out. Maybe another Godzilla somewhere or a secret Godzilla exit. Let's get Son of Godzilla going. Let's bring in Manila. Or you know what, guy? How about Mrs. Godzilla? Screw having Mothra as his wife. Get another Godzilla species in there.
Godzilla just fucks the 50-foot woman.
Oh, shut up. You're sick. You know that? Mean Girl. All right, that's gonna be a high school scene. I can tell you what. It's gonna be like maybe Madison's gonna punch her in the face. To be fair, actually, it'll probably get something like that. Just kind of like
Hong Kong Survivor. Does that mean there's gonna be an aftermath scene of Hong Kong?
Yeah, I think we might get that.
That's interesting. Only one that's labeled that though. I mean, I'm sure there are extras, but that could be like a post-credit scene, like after the shit. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I guess Millie Bobby Brown's top build for this movie, or is it gonna be Skarsgård?
She is.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle Chandler's in there, Alexander Skarsgård.
I've never heard of Alexander Skarsgård before this.
He was Tarzan, and he was in I think he was in True Blood. Let's look at his IMDb.
Is he related to the Pennywise?
Yes, that's his brother. That's his brother. There's a lot of Skarsgårds. Like Stellan Skarsgård was in Pirates of the Caribbean and the Avengers movies. and the Thor movies. So go ahead and click on his thing. Let's see what else he's in. Isaac Gonzalez was in From Dusk Till Dawn, the TV show, and Baby Driver.
TV show?
Yeah, there's a TV show. Kind of like recreates the first movie and then kind of expands on it further. She does the dance that you saw in From Dusk Till Dawn. So legendary.
Oh God.
True Blood. Now you're gonna look that up afterwards.
John Cusack bullshit, man. Completed. Look at that.
Yeah, it's been done. He did because he wanted to have some fun, and I guess everyone just had a really good time making the movie. Yeah, he was fine. True Blood. He is a pretty solid actor, though. Oh yeah, Straw Dogs. I forgot about that movie. But yeah.
We deal with everyone not wanting Mega Red Armored Godzilla and Mega Kong to be in this movie. I just think it would be the best to happen in GBK. Or okay, maybe not the best, but still.
You know what? I want them to. Godzilla in fucking armor sounds awesome. I don't care. Like, go crazy with this thing. Like, that's kind of where I'm at nowadays. I just want them to go nuts. Like, I don't care about realism. I'm like, just kind of like, as long as there's like some with the humans, like, okay, the human wouldn't survive getting killed like that. But like with the monsters and that, like, it's a fantasy. Like, none of this is realistic, anyways. So let's just kind of go a bit crazier with it. You know what I'm saying? Let's have some fun. Make it entertaining. Make it just so ridiculous. They're just like, you know what? We're just here to have fun. Check my brain at the door. Give me I just want to be sitting in the theater having a really good time with this movie. Make it fun.
Months ago, I did this whole investigation thing where I followed all the actors on Instagram, and I was like trying to look at their posts, like, oh, did they post something about it? And I made a tweet, probably I think it was last night. Moment of silence for Adam Wingard.
Yeah, poor Adam Wingard. He just wants to be doing his stuff, and then
unfortunately,
he'll get there. He'll definitely get there. Brian,
I think I'm quiet.
Who else do we have in this movie? Rebecca Hall. What else was she in? She was in The Prestige. Oh, she's been in dramas, so that's good. Bobby Brown, obviously Stranger Things. Isaac Gonzalez.
Fuck. Come on, bitch. Work. What was I getting at? There we go. That's much better. Shit. What was I gonna say? God damn it. What was I talking about?
Get around. Yes, go nuts. Who wants to see? Yes, let's see the dropkick. I want Kong to swing Godzilla by his tail. He has to get the tail at some point and try and swing.
I would love to see. I mean, the physics of that are, I mean, considering their weight is not a thing, but
he's gonna drag him by the tail. Like he's got to. I think what's gonna be really cool is that they're gonna fight in Hong Kong. Godzilla's gonna be firing his atomic breath, and Kong's gonna be like dodging behind some buildings and stuff, and it's going to cause like hell. This is where the War on Titans is really going to be kind of executed by the end of the movie. That's why I have a feeling it's going to be destroy all monsters to start the next movie, because after all the damage done by the Titans, I think the government's going to kind of be like, you know what? Screw trusting in Godzilla. Look at all the damage done. We're going to destroy all Titans next.
You know what I didn't think about? The fact that all of the people that have been pushing for this whole Destroya bullshit, none of them pointed out the fact that just like Godzilla vs. Destroya, Hong Kong is a city in the film.
Right. That's a good point.
Which was a cool scene, by the way.
Well, like
Hong Kong looks pretty.
Right. So they're going to have to get organic Titans in here at some point too, because they're definitely going to they're going to create their own Titans. I think Gareth Edwards said that in an interview once. It's kind of like how I'd see like the ending of it all is like humans building their own Titans or something. I feel like I remember him saying something like that. Do you remember that? Like it was like an interview comment, like he said, like just kind of show like the arrogance of man, just kind of like creating the next bit of warfare. I don't know. Like there's just so many ideas. Like I feel like I'm just
the arrogance of man is thinking nature's in our control,
and not the other way around. That's going to tie back into this movie. Yeah, that's going to tie back into because well. They think they control Kevin's head, but nature has a way of coming back. I don't know. Ghidorah's got to come back at some point.
God, you're reading into it, Sean.
Damn. Did Bornstein really write this whole screenplay? I didn't know he was even on as a writer until like just looking at IMDb. I think we'll have to wait for a trailer because it says that Eric Pearson guy wrote it. It says Terry Rossio wrote it, because I remember they had the writer's room. I don't know. What's even going on here anymore?
I need to look at something.
Ford Brody, comeback. Let's get Jack Jaguar in here. Ow, smack my knee. And then we'll just have Bryan Cranston voice him or something. I think that'd be kind of cool. A cool way to get Cranston back in the movie.
Yeah, so the story was not by Max Borenstein last time. He just wrote it, the screenplay. So it's the same thing here.
But like you also had other people work on it too, like Frank Darabont. Who else worked on it?
David S. Goyer did he did like a 2012 draft of the movie.
Right.
That's the one where she was like called Femuto, and there was a lot of different. Godzilla was 600 feet tall. There's a lot of different. I did a video on that a long time ago. But yeah, so Borenstein is not a story guy. I guess he just writes it. I'm so glad they're bringing him back too, because they probably realized that the dialogue was so garbage in the last movie. They're like, we got to get back to form.
I think like the creature stuff. I think like the stuff with the monsters was definitely handled better in their personalities, because I think it was just kind of like he was just fanboying the whole time. Mike was. He just was like, oh,
I think the problem is that I think he tried to make the dialogue similar to the Toho Showa movies, but it came off as just being bad and not purposely making it cheesy.
No, okay, come on, like, my God. So that's intentionally cheesy. Like, some of it's very cheesy intentionally. There's no doubt about it.
Well, right, but I mean, like, just like the general, like, bullshit dialogue, like, the monster is doing something. Like, great, that's very insightful dialogue. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of bullshit. Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm. All right, so, damn it, like, give me a trailer. I really want to, I just need something, man. I'm going through some major goals. I need something. Give me. I need. Hello?
What?
Oh, you just kind of vanished for a second. But yeah, where are we at here? Come on. With Dr. Nick here. Here, what I want for the reminder of the MonsterVerse. After GBK, I want a solo Mothra movie, Straw Monsters movie, which could close the MonsterVerse. I don't think you'll ever get a solo Mothra movie at this point, because they've introduced Godzilla and like if there is that rumored TV show that we got this cover, which is notoriously like false, like they're not really the most reliable source. That could be for Mothra and other Titans. I think that would be pretty cool. Max, what do you think? MonsterVerse TV show idea. Totally all for it. Let's get more insight into Monarch. Let's get more insight into. We'll get to see creative Titans. Maybe perhaps a Godzilla and Kong cameo in a couple of episodes, and then just or maybe there'll be an episode focused on Rodan or Mothra or the various Titans. I think that'd be cool. And again, like
I talked about the idea of having like smaller scale like missions that they're like, oh, here's this tiny kind of monster thing we're gonna investigate.
So basically, kind of like Godzilla the series,
right? It's not like the big name characters, but God, he does show up, obviously, maybe.
Right, they'll have cameo appearances here and there, because Godzilla, like, apparently it's like to animate like a few seconds of like footage of Godzilla, it's like $50,000 it costs for just a few seconds.
You know, I would love to have like a show where Godzilla and Kong can both be the main character. Like they both show up.
Right. I mean, they're both the main characters in this movie, obviously. Like they're the draw of this movie. We want to see them fight. You know, an idea I always liked. What if Kong, since he's a primate, what if he learns sign language to get with humans?
That's some shit that, I mean, he's got a weapon, so I mean, how far of a reach is it at this point?
Right, and like gorilla is like there was that, what was it, Kobo the gorilla or something like that? I can't remember the name. Like that ape knew like 600 bits of sign language. I feel like it's highly possible for Kong to learn sign language at some point to communicate.
Kong's with smarter than most people.
Right, he is. He showcases intelligence. He's a tool builder. Like when he fought the Skullcrow, he used a boat propeller as like brass knuckles. He used the chain. He used the environment to his advantage. He's a smart fighter. Godzilla's a smart fighter too because he's got experience. He's not like really dumb in these movies. Like he's curious on things, but like he definitely showcases in like when he sees the humans and that. And like even when he fights the Muto, like, he kind of tricks it and just hits it with his tail, and it just kills it instantly.
He's less critical thinking and more instinct driven, but those instincts aren't necessarily like dumb. You know, it's like
right. Godzilla hasn't made like a dumb decision in these movies per se. Like when you think about it, it's not like he did something really dumb. Like he didn't like.
You know what? I love the scene, and this is I think what separates Godzilla from a lot of like dinosaurs in movies. The scene where he hits the Muto with his tail, you can see the shot of him like watching him move. He's planning it out. He knows it, and you can see the personality.
Right. I like seeing his personality fleshed out. I want to see some more like his facial expressions utilized. That commercial that we saw, like, see him be very expressive, and even in this movie, he definitely you can kind of tell what he's thinking. But like it was a little harder at some points in King of the Monsters. Like you could kind of tell, but like because the rain was kind of covering up his face, so you couldn't see his emotion as well. But you could still kind of tell by his body language and stuff, like because he's naturally not going to have as much of a facial expression as Kong is, because Kong is more, I guess, relatable to humans because we kind of see ourselves in him more. But like
kind of, this animation is blowing up. It has 500,000 views now.
Yeah, I watched it when it dropped like day one. I guess we can kind of take a look at it. Oh, you're not going to show it?
Just sharing audio.
Oh,
so y'all can hear. God,
yeah, let's
look at it buffer. Can I get flagged for this because of the boobs?
Nah, you're not seeing like they're covered up. Titty. But like, look at this. Like, yeah, let's punch with her in her hand. Like the animation is really, really good.
I mean, that is some really realistic looking shit.
Right, like that looks pretty good. Because and what I like too is
more generic.
Yeah, like it looks more generic. Like that looks Peter Jackson's Kong. Godzilla looks more like an actual like kind of lizard there, like just kind of like his skin texture in that. But like, I like how his face you can kind of is a lot more expressive than it's ever been.
What do you think about Godzilla Kong Arctic battle?
I like the idea, and like
this is the kind of lighting we need.
Right, like, and that shows right the lighting can be done pretty good. Look at them; they're just kind of like walking away. That took months to do, but like, look at that. That animation is
so good.
The animation is really, really okay. I like how expressive his face is too. Like, I want to see more of Godzilla's facial expressions in the new movie. Like where you can kind of tell, like, oh shit, like just kind of the look, because like even in the other movies, you can kind of like tell what he's thinking. Boom. That's definitely like the skin of a Komodo dragon. I can tell. You know what I mean? Like in his face.
Yeah.
I really like this design too. Definitely was more like Komodo dragon looking, but I really like it.
1994 design.
Definitely a lot of it, like the face he makes right there. He's like, I've had enough. I'm finally brave again. Friendly tongue says no team up, please. God, no. Sorry, guys. I mean, I want to see Mecha G more than anything, but for a team up, Coach and G-Man just win. I think he'll win. I think he can win, but I still think Kong is going to get his King Kong name after God like makes a sacrifice to where we're just not sure if he's fully done or not. But then he's back in the next movie, kind of like Superman League, I guess.
I'm gonna have to use that image as a thumbnail at some point.
Right, like I just love how they're like, huh? What even is this? A bean commercial? It's not what I would have expected. Like, what kind of beans are these? Let's call. I don't know if they're any good. I might have some beans.
I think it's real, is it?
Is it Vines beans? Look it up. Vines beans.
No, when you look it up, the commercial comes up. Nothing else.
Vinebean.com. Folds of beans. What? Is this just a joke? I don't even know. What is this? Like, I don't know. At least you had 3 movies to set it up, unlike BVS. Yeah, that's true. But you also had the studio kind of just forcing it on them, like, oh, let's do this.
I just like rewatching this. Oh, it said it's in Italy.
Oh. Okay.
Hey,
But yeah, like I said, this is, like you said, this is the lighting we need. Like, the lighting looks perfect. They don't look like, I mean, they spent a lot of time animating this thing. And plus, you know, they're doing a damn good job. Right?
Oh God.
Now, why would Kong with the fists?
Look at his hand. Look at how fucking detailed that looks.
Right, that looks pretty real. It obviously is very animated, but look at that shot right there. Like, look at that. They look great. It's like you can kind of tell it's animated, but at the same time, it looks real enough.
You know what? The movement, they feel real. That felt like a real like punch. You know what I mean? Just like look at the way like the momentum goes and everything like here.
Right. Like, look at that. Like, that's very expressive animation.
Honestly, this held all the fans over.
Yeah, this gave me a little bit of a fix.
Ooh,
look at that! Like the concepts.
That's another good one too.
Yeah. Is Nick in the chat now? Oh wait.
Oh man.
Dangerville's videos. What did Dangerville do this time?
Look at his tongue.
Yeah, he's like, eh? I just love the look that they give. You know what that kind of reminds me of? That reminds me of the VHS cover for Godzilla, King Kong vs. Godzilla, like the way Kong looks. But I love this. I love this animation. Like, it's like Peter Jackson Kong come to life. The Godzilla design is really cool. But look at the facial expressions on him. Like, I think that it does a better job of showcasing facial expressions more than like any other version. You know?
Right.
I think what kind of feels a little bit off maybe are the eyes.
Oops. Yeah.
The eyes feel a little bit off to me, and I think that's maybe the one that's what makes it feel different. Like, it is Godzilla. I look at that, I'm like, okay, that's Godzilla. I don't know. It's a really good design, but there's something that feels like it's missing. Do you know what I'm saying?
They don't feel like they have the personality.
Right. I don't know. I'd have to, but
that must hurt that bitch.
Oh yeah.
Also, they're down. They're way down to scale, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're definitely more. Look at his face.
That's just the coolest shit.
Yeah, they're definitely smaller. That's for sure. Because that's like 6 feet right there. How tall do you think they are? Let's say that one's like 6 feet. So that's their face. Maybe I think what it is. Maybe his snout feels more narrow. He kind of looks. You know what he looks like a little bit.
Fucking.
You know what Godzilla looks like a little bit? He kind of looks like the lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man with his face. That's kind of what I'm getting. I think because the snout's maybe a little bit small. That's kind of what's a little off about it. Let's keep playing. Like that face. It looks like Smog the Dragon a bit. Ooh.
Look at this shit.
Yeah, like I said, that's clearly like inspired by a Komodo dragon. Like if you looked up an image of Komodo dragon, you can kind of see just kind of how it looks right there. But yeah, like that's got a bit the legendary design in there. Some of the classic like dorsal plates. Like that's a really good design.
Oh, it looks like the '94 like kind of crocodile reptile look.
Right.
And I would love a battle like this.
Oh yeah, same here.
Say hi, you little boy. Hi.
Hi.
English. Damn.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of Komodo dragons, and like that's Godzilla's neck, and that's what it looks like right there.
Oh
He's
yeah,
got, like,
and look at his with his arms hanging down too.
yeah, got the smog face from or smog from the Hobbit movies a bit. The jawline definitely a bit Shin related with the way it kind of stretches.
Oh yeah. Hi, I'm in Brazil. Oh.
Cool. Hello, Brazil. This is Brazil, as who would say it? Vin Diesel. But yeah, that's some cool shit.
Damn, she has whiplash.
Oh yeah.
Why is she dressed like that in the freezing cold?
Yeah, that's a good point. Why is she dressed like that? Like, what was the story? How did this happen? Was she just, you know what it was? It's kind of maybe they were doing like a model shoot or something, and then that's why the guy's in the astronaut costume because they're doing some crazy like, out of this world model shoot, and Godzilla and Kong just happened to show up. Look at his
Does
fingers.
he want to grab her or eat her?
I don't know. Because they kind of just stopped fighting. He kind of has like the web fingers a bit too. You notice that a bit? Kind of like a lizard there, definitely.
Yeah.
Like they're not like humanoid. Like they're definitely kind of like have
sun and everything too.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what this atomic would look like with him. And then she's just like, okay, did she drop from that height? I remember watching this in like super duper slow motion.
Yeah, and then she's just gone.
Yep. The face he makes, like, look at that's a meme right there.
Oh my god.
Look at them, they're just both stunned. Like, whatever now. Hey, you want to get a beer?
What the hell is there an astronaut?
I don't know.
Not for astronauts. I don't know.
Godzilla is 45 and Kong might be 43 meters. Yeah, Godzilla's a little bit taller. Okay.
Look at this.
Let's watch this, yeah. I haven't seen this yet.
Wow. Look at the script.
Hard choke. The animation.
That is a ridiculous model.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of goddamn...
Oh, look at that. Oh, I want that.
That is totally the 1994 look.
Look at that. That's cool. Wait, was that the Monarch logo I saw?
What?
Was that the Monarch on that chopper? Here, go back for a second. Just a little bit.
No.
It kind of...
And
okay. Yeah,
I you're saying, like right here.
Right, it kind of like looked a little... But that's cool how they were able to build this stuff, like the way they were. Oh, here's the previous.
Oh, look at the models they were using.
Yeah,
G2014 in 2005 Kong.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it amazing how like crazy CGI is? Like, how do you like just build all this shit? You know what I mean? Like, how does it go from that to the final product? That's insane.
This is some movie quality shit, though.
Right. This is very impressive. I wish I was this talented.
Yeah, I mean the hair, that is ridiculous. I think that was the logo of whatever he made it in. Say Houdini.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, this is really cool. So, like, look at that. Like, that final result. That's so amazing what we can do with technology.
All those color filters. Kind of preferred brown look there.
Like, look at that. Just all those, like, more added details. Can we get a new Godzilla game and a Kong game? Like, look at the animation quality in this. Like, if they can, if a bunch of fans can do this, why can't like companies like Bandai put out something like of this quality?
Yeah.
Because there's no excuse. If fans can do this in their own time, like, there's no excuse why we can't get some quality.
What is everyone most afraid of happening in Godzilla versus Kong? Mine is Godzilla losing. The fight not being. Well, no, that's not a worry. Something happening in the plot that's just really stupid. Because it's going to be really hard to mess up the fight, honestly. So.
Right, like, just even kind of like just the idea of like fighting on like an aircraft carrier. That's just some idea. Like, I'm sorry, like, it wouldn't support their way, but you know what? These things wouldn't exist in the real world anyways. So we have to kind of accept that a little bit because the MonsterVerse has never been realistic. But yeah, I'll say that's creative at least with the action sequence.
Look at that. Look at Kong fucking like wink.
Like I said, it's creative, like on an aircraft carrier. I just want to know the story of like how did this happen? Because how long ago did they post? May, and like this month.
It's a short film.
Yeah, it's give them a sub, man. They deserve a sub for that. A sub. There you. That's really good. That's really.
Am I gonna get flagged for this?
No, she's not. Her tits aren't out, so like you don't see, so you won't get flagged. Besides, shirtless too. Yes, we know you're horny, Ryan. Maybe without a independent short film, without a budget, without a. You see that when they look at, they don't even have a budget. It's just like doing something in time. It took like a really long time to do, but you know what? They did it in their own spare time. No excuse, like studios with money for this, right?
Mm-hmm. Let me just look at.
What even is this? Beans?
They linked this in their description.
Yeah, let's take a look at this shit. Maybe they'll give us a story or a background. Okay, there's the astronaut. What? Dead. Huh. Funny, but here's the thing: sound doesn't.
Oh, they probably were doing a parody of this. Then is what I'm assuming.
Right. Sound doesn't travel through space, but you know what? That's cool that they did that thing. They deserve jobs. They deserve raises.
Damn. I mean, maybe it's a legitimate like, Godzilla versus Kong like gimmick thing, but I don't know. They have a website. We create and animate stories. Oh, they made Beans too. Coke versus Pepsi. What the hell? What in the world? What the?
Amazing.
This has just become an investigation. They really like those astronauts.
Yeah, they do. They really like their astronauts. I don't know.
They have all these movies up here.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck?
Do they work on those?
This is weird.
I think they may have worked on some of those movies a bit, maybe.
Makes sense. They got professional shit.
Wait. Look at that animation reel. Go back to that. See, that's that definitely means that they worked on some of these movies. So if you look there and you look at their animation reel, they're VFX artists who worked on some of these big movies. So you can see exactly the work that they've done. I'd turn off the music though, probably.
I should have gone in there.
Oh, so they worked on Maz Kanata, okay, from Star Wars. So they worked on Rocket Raccoon a bit, and Groot, I think. So yeah, they would have worked on this stuff right here. They would have worked on that. So they're the ones who did all this stuff, but they did the Godzilla stuff in their own spare time. Okay, Bebop and Rocksteady. Oh, they worked on Avatar. Okay, neat.
That is weird.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
They worked on Kong? That's cool.
No, they didn't. Unless they're talking about this specific animator.
Right, I think that's probably what they mean.
There you go. That was a cool little creature.
Oh yeah, John Carter. The movie that like Star Wars ripped the source material that was ripped off so much, but the original movie never got made till like years later, so people thought it was a ripoff. Oh, Wrath of the Titans? Oh, fuck that movie. I remember watching that piece of shit in theaters. Water Horse. Oh god, I haven't seen Water Horse in a really long time. The hell is that thing? Oh, it's Transformers. No wonder they know how to work with Kong. I really like Peter Jackson's King Kong.
Still my second favorite movie.
Number 1, 2014.
Yeah. Oh shit. Movie still looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, like some of the CGI you can definitely tell it's a little bit dated, but some of it holds up really well. I think, in particular, the fight looks really strong. Good. Okay, cool.
People got to remember too. 2005, they had to CGI that entire environment.
Right, exactly. That was a pretty groundbreaking movie in 2005 in terms of VFX work and all that.
So this guy's a badass.
Yeah, give them props, or they could be girls too. Give them all props, because that's definitely not easy work to do.
Well, I'm good here for this stream.
Yeah, it was a quick hour and 15 minute stream. We talked about some stuff. We went over our little plot predictions and all that. We talked about a lot of shit.
Which will be a fun plot.
Yeah, like I want to know how right we are. We should. I'm curious to know, like, because we had a lot of predictions for King of the Monsters, which those leaks that came out were all 100% the truth of it all, which is kind of sad. But this one, I don't know. This one's more of a mystery because I know Adam Wingard's a lot more secretive with his movies. The only problem is like WB has really terrible security. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why does so much stuff get leaked from there all the time? Right? Like, people are signing.
Yeah.
How are people not in jail or like severe litigation with all these NDAs that keep leaking constantly? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, I'm signing an NDA, but yet I somehow like, you know, just don't ever face any consequences for it. I don't know if like that's what, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, who's signing these NDAs? Like, who's stupid enough to like, okay, I'm going to risk it just to post stuff online to get clout, because if I actually do tell people that like my actual name, then I'll face legal repercussions. I don't know. It's dumb.
What the fuck? The fuck is this shit? Yeah, okay. Thanks everybody for coming in.
Yeah, this was
listen to the plot if you like it. Cool. If you have anything you change, like leave a comment or whatever. Be like, I would have done this. Or whatever.
Yeah, I agree, David Brown. WB needs better security because shit leaks. WB is kind of a mess right now. They're definitely going to be under some investigation because AT&T just bought them out. So Warner Brothers themselves, like, there's like going back to kind of the Justice League situation. There's just a lot of crazy stuff going on with that. Now there's all this crazy drama going on. There's definitely some legal stuff that's going to happen. There's crazy stuff going on about the apparent producers in that and some of the actors. I tell you what, like, the making of that Justice League movie is way more interesting than like the final product will ever be. But it's just like so much crazy stuff and drama going on there. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's kind of fun to follow. But WB kind of has issues with that going on. So, well, but then again, Legendary is involved with this movie. But then again, like, WB definitely needs some work done. Like, they need to work on better security, so these leaks don't keep happening. But I think like even before the movie was finished, we had that Sayaka guy or whatever that was leaking stuff. How is that person not fired? Like, you're an employee. Why are you giving all this away? That's what I don't get either. It's like, come on, that's part of the fun, is like kind of teasing people, but not telling them straight up. And then you have people online who will have freaking spoilers in their like thumbnails and just kind of give it all away. Like, oh, hey, here's exactly things that happened here. And guess what? This is happening in the movie because I have leaks. Haha. I spoiled it for you. It gets that gets annoying for me. It's like, come on.
Such a great fan, you know, ruining it for everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sad. All right. Well, thanks for coming on, Sean.
Thanks for having me on. It was fun. Like, we just talked about the movie. It was nice to kind of talk about some GVK stuff a bit because, like today, I was just kind of be like, man, just think we were supposed to get this movie like in just over a month and a half or something like that. Like, just under 2 months, we would have gotten this movie. But now we have to wait and wait and wait and wait. It's like,
it would have been like 6 weeks or something, or 7 weeks.
Right. And we've just been counting down the days that have been celebrating. Just dumb.
It is what it is. All right. Well, I'm getting out of here.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye, everyone. Subscribe to my channel.
Daddy's home.
Cake every night. Peace.
No, I gotta actually end it.